Hi everyone, today's topic is Python variable. In this video, we will learn about Python variable and how to create a variable and use it in Python code. We will start from what is a variable. A variable are containers for storing data values. We can store many types of values like integer, string, double, float, etc. So first we will start from creating a variable. We can name a variable name equal to we can store our name, then we can store our age, then we can store our CGPA, then we can print them just calling by their name. Then we can print our age by calling age, we can print our CGPA by calling it. Then we can save and run. Here we can see our name is printed, our age is printed, and our CGPA is printed. That's how we can create a variable. Our next topic is casting variables. We can cast our variables as we like. For example, we say x equal to, we want our x variable in integer. Then we want our y into string, then we want our z into float. If we print them, we can see that they are all same. See 5, 5 and float. For float we see 5.0, but why we are not seeing integer or string or float? We can see that by print type of x. Now we can see class integer. So our x type is integer. We can see that. Now we can do the same for others. Y. And we can do that for our z. If we run the code, we can see that first number x is our integer and second number is string and third number is float. That's how our casting variable works. In variable, we can declare our string type into two types. First, we can store it with double quotes. Also, we can store it using single quote. Both are okay. Let's find out by printing them. If we print, we can see that we print our name, we print our surname. Now, if we run the code, we can see that CS daily, both are fine, no problem. If we try to see its type, if it's the same type of name, then we print type of surname. Then if we run the code, we can see that both are strings. So both single quotes and double quotes in Python are same. Then why they are two types like double quotes and single quotes? They are two types because sometimes in our big project codes we need to use first one or we need to use the second one. That's why we will learn more about later. So our Python code is case sensitive. What do you mean by case sensitive? Suppose we store a equal to 5 and we want to print big A, but there is no big A. Small a and big A are not same. If we want to run the code, we see that we are having an error. For that, we have to print the exact smaller letter. And if we run the code, we can see that there are 5. Now our code is running well. So we can say that our Python code is case sensitive. So for one more example, we can say that if we store our name and we print using name, we will see another error because I said earlier smaller case and uppercase are not same. That's why our Python is case sensitive. We can print via smaller letter and it's printing correctly. That's all about case sensitive. Python naming rules. A variable must start with a letter or a underscore. Let's example. For example, name. We can name John and we can print that and we can see our name is printed. Then if we want to do that, name equal to comma, and we want to run it, and we can say that our name is printed. So both are okay, correct, but we cannot do that. A variable name cannot start with a number. For example, if we want to do that and we want to write our name John and we want to print it, then if we call name and we print it, let's see syntax error, invalid decimal literature. So here's the error for 1. So this is wrong. We comment it out. Then a variable name only contain alphanumeric characters or underscore that we have talked before. So variable names are case sensitive, like name and name are not same. For example, we have name 1 equal to rock and we want to print it, so we print NAME1. So we can see that both are not same because here N is smaller letter and here N is capital letter. So if we run that, we get an error. So for that reason we need to change it name similar, then run it, and now rock is printed. Okay, we understand our case sensitive. A variable name cannot be any of the Python keywords. For example, here print is a Python keyword fixed, so we cannot name anything like this, and we can say, for example, job, and we can't print it like this, print. Then if we print it, here we are getting an error. So we cannot do that, it's an error. That's all about naming rules. We can use camel case. What is a camel case? A camel case is each word expect the first start with a capital letter. For example, Python camel case. What is a camel case? In camel case naming variable, we can name a variable. The first word must be smaller letter and the second word must be in capital letter. And we name my name, and my name is CS, and printed, we just printed it my name. So there are other like Pascal Case. What is a Pascal case? In Pascal case, each word start with a capital letter, like my name equal to CS. Then we print it and we can say my name and we save it and print it. So here we can see it's okay. And there are one more is snake case. For snake case, we have to like my, then underscore, then name, then equal to, then our name CS, and this is okay. We can say that save and print, save and run. Here we can see all our naming is okay. We can use all this naming style. Both are correct for Python. In Python, we can store many variable data in one line. For example, A, B, C equal to, we can store the data of A like here, then we have to give comma, then we have to give 2 for B and 3 for C. Then we can print them. Print A, print B and print C. Save and run. We can see A is equal to 1, B is equal to 2, C is equal to 3. We can do that with our name. Name 1, comma name 2, comma name 3. And we can give name using double quotes or single quotes like John, comma Sina, comma Rock, R-O-C-K, Rock. And if we want to print it, we can print using name 1, print name 2, print name 3. Then if we run our code, we can see that all are okay. John, Sina, Rock, all are okay, no problem. Also we can do that. For example, if we want to give 3 variables the same value, we can give them by this: x equal to y equal to z equal to, for example, 10. So if we print now x, then print y and then print z, and we run it, and we can see that x is 10, y is 10 and z is 10. If we want to print multiple values, for example, x equal to Python, y equal to tutorial and z equal to learning, and we want to print it on the same line, we can print like x, comma y, comma z. And if we run that, we can see Python tutorial learning. And if we do print x plus y plus z, and if we want to print it, so we can print it like this, and both we can see that whatever inside the second bracket, whatever inside the double quotes are printed together for this sum or plus icon. If we want to print them in same line like the before, we have to give them a space. For example, Python, then one space, then the next word, then space, then the third one. So this will come like this: Python, then a single space, then tutorial, then a single space, then learning, and it's on. Now we can see that we have given the space and our printing is okay. So if we give a equal to 5 and b equal to 2, and we want to print its sum, for example, sum equal to, we can just a plus b and control run. Sum is 7. You see, a and b is summing in the print statement. Python allows this.